Ladies and gentlemen, welcome today to Coral Springs tonight for the last game of this CHS College Hockey Playoffs. Today's semifinal matchup features the Clemson Tigers taking on the USF Ice Bulls. We have already seen a ton of D2 action today. We started the day off with the University of Miami beating the Vanderbilt Commodores in the consolation game, followed by FAU just putting an absolute beating on the U Tampa Spartans, score of 9-1. And then most recently, the MTSU, Middle Tennessee State University, punching their ticket to the finals tomorrow against the winner of this game, the Clemson Tigers or the USF Ice Bulls. We got a great one for you today, guys. Cam?
You got a great one indeed. And after watching both teams yesterday, we are in for something interesting. USF in a little bit of a slugfest yesterday against Vanderbilt, but were able to pull it out in a 4-3 victory. And Clemson, quite the opposite. Had a slow start against the Canes, but they pulled it out in a 6-5 victory. It's going to be a fun day of hockey. It's already been a fun day of hockey, but we couldn't have ended the night off on a better day. And like you said before, Vashish, the winner of this game will meet the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders in the championship game tomorrow afternoon.
Thank you very much, Cameron. Folks, we'll step aside briefly for the player introductions and the anthem, and we'll be right back at puck drop. Thank you very much.
Remember, those mics are hot because they're picking up anthems and introductions. Would you pop those for next time? It's somewhere around here. We'll find it. We'll find it. Oh, it's right there. You guys need game boards for this one? Oh. I am on watermelon flavor this time. Hopefully it's on fire. I'll do a mint, yeah. Just don't swallow it.
I won't. That was an accident, but I'll make sure that doesn't happen again. Don't think twice before doing that.
Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Vashish Manmohan, joined here by Cameron Trullo for the final D2 playoff game of this bracket, followed by the finals tomorrow, which I believe is at around 2 p.m. 1:30. But here we have one of these two teams are going to punch their ticket to the finals tomorrow. Will it be the Clemson Tigers or will it be the USF Ice Bulls? Winner will play the Middle Tennessee State University Blue Raiders, who punched their ticket today in a 4-1 win against Ole Miss, as we just saw moments before this game. Today, in the early mornings, the league's MVP was announced, and it was none other than USF forward number 17, Grant Dietz, the freshman, and also the Coach of the Year, head coach Joe Rhodes. I spoke to Coach Joe Rhodes before the game and I asked him, what's it like to win Coach of the Year? He says, it's nice, but I don't like to win individual accolades. I like to win as a team. No one out, number 19 will get things started off. Over to number 23, Jonathan Cooper. Pass to Jake Duhame, and Grant Dietz dumps it in. And Parker Dietz out of his net to play the puck. Duhame goes into the boards with Romero. Dietz picks it up behind the net, trying to set it for Adam Offenbach. Fanned on the shot. Nolan Ott's shot is blocked in front by number 88, Santiago Diaz. Dietz gets the puck in Gretzky's office, trying to set it to Offenbach, didn't get there. Diaz leading the charge, drops it off to the captain, Cade Heinold. Heinold sends it back down low for Diaz. Jonathan Cooper for USF, number 23, drops it back off to Nolan Ott, his defensive partner. In net for the USF Ice Bulls is freshman Ryan Patrick Koch, who grew up about 25 minutes away from here, playing his travel hockey days for the Golden Wolves at Pines Ice Arena. So I know this is a homecoming for him as Grant Dietz takes a big hit into the boards from Cam Iabelli. Puck on the stick of number 26, Sicklin. Gives it on to number 8, who fanned on the shot. That was Rayston. Sicklin dumps it in. Louston will give chase to Nick DeRiso. DeRiso trying to get it up. Pinned up to the boards by Sicklin. Sicklin getting harassed by DeRiso. Gives it back over to Ralston. Koff dropped it back off. And puck up out of play for a whistle. Yesterday, the Clemson Tigers, in a thrilling game, I believe it was 35 seconds left, they scored. The captain, number 9, Cade Heinold, with the game winner against Miami to get them to this game. And for the USF Ice Bulls, it was Jacob Duhame's 2 goals last night that got them here in this game. Owen Welch gives it over to Nick DeRiso to Bryson Urag.
It was a fast start for Clemson. That's the reason that they were able to take that win. Not to mention that they did a very, very good job of not turning the puck over, because that was a problem for Clemson throughout the season. But last night they were able to minimize that, which helped them propel into victory lane.
Ryan Patrick out to his net, leaves it for Enzo Durespe off the boards. Urag leaves it for Fleer, gains the blue line. Fleer shot, misses the net. Fleer sends it down low around the boards. Romero trying to beat Cook to the puck. Callahan, Cook, and Romero all pinning that puck up to the boards right now. One Bulls player is Tyler Stowe and Danny McKeev hop in the battle. McKeev picks it up behind the net, looking for some options, spins away. McKeev makes another spin, still with the puck, getting harassed by Pedersen. Cook sends it down low. Pedersen trying to get there, cannot. Pedersen off his backhand. Gavia trying to beat McKeev to the puck, and Danny McKeev picks it up, makes a dangle, then loses it. Govia trying to clear, gets it up to Wallace. Wallace dumps it in and decides for head for a change. Durespe over to Tyler Cook, back to Durespe. Danny McKeev trying to find Dylan Holtberg, intercepted by Arthur. Shot, missed the net. Franco trying to center in front, taken by Aaron Cola as he gets off the puck. Franco sends it back down low. Bryant trying to get on the forecheck for Clemson, number 93. Owen Connors, number 4, to his D partner, Cam Iabelli. Iabelli goes cross ice, finds Arthur, Arthur can't get the puck in deep and does on the second try. Noel Knott will have to go back for USF. Ott behind his own net. Goes over to Colby Mang. Mang trying to get it to Holtberg as he takes a tumble. No call on the play. Arthur trying to get to the puck. Goes into the boards with Rosello. Rosello loses it. Ott picks it back up. Over to Dustin Holtberg, the younger brother of number 26, Dylan Holtberg. The younger Holtberg, Dustin still with the puck. Trying to find Mang, couldn't get there. Gavia just dumps it in. Ryan Patrick leaves it over for Dustin Holtberg, who gives it back to Noah Knott. To Rosello. Rosello can't get the pass through. Noah Knott will retreat back behind his own net. Holtberg, too far for Mang, and dumped in by Iobelli. All right, trying to clear it out again, and up out of play for a whistle.
This was the Clemson team that I expected to see. Just like their performance last night, they're off to a fast start. As is USF, which was the complete contrary of yesterday, because despite their win, their performance was rather sloppy. And I actually talked to Danny McKeeve earlier today and asked him about how he felt about last night going into today, and he told me that he's glad that they won, but they want to pick the pace up because they did play sloppy and they want to make sure they don't make those same mistakes again.
Board battle right now. Kano trying to get it. Romero. Oh, my bad, that was Diaz. It's fine there with Duane. Jonathan Cooper now for USF, number 23. Cooper trying to get it out. Gives it away. Heinold trying to give it to number 29, McKeon. And Grant Dietz, the MVP, will lead the charge for USF. Toe drag shot right into Parker Dietz. Interesting, they both share the same exact last name, Dietz. Maybe related somehow, but Parker Dietz played his junior hockey career at Columbia Infantry in the USPHL from Fort Mill, South Carolina. And Grant Dietz played his junior hockey in the NAHL for the Danbury Hat-Tricks. He was coached by former NHLer Patrick Steffen, who was most famous for missing an empty net against the Edmonton Oilers in, I believe, a game in 2006, maybe a little bit later.
07, actually.
Thank you, Cameron. Dietz trying to handcuff. Koff can't do it. Dumped in by Owen Welch as he took a hit. Pedersen trying to find Koff. And Adam Offenbach will retreat back with the puck. Over to Owen Welch. Owen Welch finding Grant Dietz. Dietz trying to break through right now. Getting handcuffed a little bit. Trying to go over to Jake Duhaime behind the back of him. And Ralston trying to lead the charge. But a great back check there by Jake Duhaime. Sicklin, shot, smothered up by Ryan Patrick for a whistle.
Goaltending is going to be essential for tonight because USF only scoring 4 goals off a sloppy performance could say that maybe they had more left in the tank but just wasn't able to get that out. And as for Clemson, scoring 6 goals, and as in last night's game against Miami, 11 total goals were scored, it was an offensive shootout. So the goalies need to be on their A game tonight.
Was looking for Gavia on that pass. Wallace and Gavia in the boards. Wallace trying to find, I believe he was trying to find Callahan in front. And Romero will have to retreat back. Romero gives it over to Callahan. Callahan trying to find Wallace, went through his legs and dumped in by number 10, Nick DeRiso. Actually ends up hitting the Clemson bench for a whistle right now. And the face-off will be at center ice right now.
Yeah.
Cavallero in the draw, up against Callahan. Romero trying to get it in deep. Nick DeRiso trying to clear. And dumped in by Wallace. Romero lays a hit on Cook and gets the worst end of it. Cavallero was looking for Urag, but it was behind the back of him. Flair will pick it up. Cross ice looking for Callahan. Tipped away by Romero. And Owen Connors will go back for the Tigers as he skates it up. Connors gives it over to Gavia. Gavia over to Callahan, and that's offside there for the Tigers. Right now, just over 7 minutes gone by in this first period. The score is 0-0 right now. Not many high quality chances. Both teams just kind of filling each other out. As Bryant will go in the draw against Stowe, and Stowe wins the draw.
Yeah, not too many shots on goal overall, and I've seen actually a lot of whiff shots overall, as sometimes the players would take their stick and they'd hit the puck, but they actually wouldn't hit the puck because they would whiff the shot. I haven't seen as much as that now, so that's good, because the hand-eye coordination is essential.
Board battle going on right now. McKeev stick lifts Iabelli. Gives it over to Dustin Holbert. Dustin Holbert shot, missed the net. Aaron Cole, the captain of USF, behind the net, getting harassed by Iabelli, as him and Iabelli are in the boards. Tyler Stowe takes down Iabelli, as Danny McKeev now gets into a board battle with Papa. Squirts out to Enzo Durespe as USF will retreat back. Giveaway and dumped in by Gavia. And Ryan Patrick will cover for a whistle. Right now, to our left right now, maybe we could pan the camera. We got the whole entire MTSCU team looking on right now, trying to see which team are they going to play tomorrow in the finals, and maybe getting some scouting report information. Diaz in the draw against Haley. Shot off the draw. Ryan Patrick bobbled it for a second, but luckily was able to smother it up right now.
And the Middle Tennessee team coming over and scouting the Tigers and the Ice Bulls is the same exact thing that USF did themselves when they watched Clemson play Miami last night. So a little bit of scouting, maybe a little bit of enjoyment too, but I believe this is just to see not only who they could possibly play, but how their teams do things and what styles they go with.
Heinold trying to hold the puck in, cannot. Colby Mang goes over to Enzo Durespe. Durespe trying to make a dangle. Giveaway. Chance right here for Diaz. He's got Heinold, and they score. A bad giveaway by the USF defense, and the Clemson Tigers make them pay. That is Cade Heinold, the captain, gets things started off.
Sometimes you'd rather be lucky than good, and a big mistake on USF's end gives Clemson a 1-0 lead.
Not the start USF was looking for. But there's still plenty of time for them to battle it out right now, but that's definitely not how you want to start a hockey game. Mental mistakes costing you goals is not a good sign. Romero finds Ralston. Koff now, couldn't get the puck. Grant Dietz trying to go the other way. Grant Dietz shot, missed the net. Offenbach shot. Pad saved by Dietz. Dietz trying to get another shot off, gets handcuffed on that try. Ralston trying to clear. Sicklin trying to get it out for the Tigers, number 26. Duhame over to Nolan Ott, shot. Easy save for Parker Dietz with no screen in front. As Grant Dietz gives a shove to one of the Clemson players and then gets a hug from behind. It's a nice little gentle bear hug right there.
Almost only got put into a chokehold there.
Yeah, we saw that earlier with Nicholas McMillan as he put Jason Theander, number 91 on the FAU Owls, in a chokehold in the 5th place consolation game earlier. But no penalties on this play. Dietz in the draw against Ralston.
Oh, Ralston getting in Dietz's face. They're exchanging some words. They're spitting venom.
Dietz gets kicked out the draw, so looks like, yeah, Ralston got kicked out too. Ott. Shot. Loose in front. Covered up for a whistle as Offenbach gets shoved from behind. Looks like that will be a call as Jacob Duhame is getting into some words with Iabelli.
A lot of words being exchanged and a lot of actions being taken.
Looks like Granny's just trying to argue a penalty, but it looks like he may be going to the box as well. As we have Iabelli in the box right now, number 23. Right now they're discussing it. Looks like they won't give him one.
So we're going to have a USF power play for the next 2 minutes. First power play of the game with just a little over 11 minutes to go.
Yeah, the Clemson Tigers penalty kill unit will be put to work as they decide to go with Diaz, Pedersen, Romero, and Ralston.
And the penalty is on number 23, Cam Iabelli.
Diaz trying to go the other way for the Tigers. Gives it away. Cavallero now leads the attack over to Grant Dietz. Dietz trying to go around Pedersen. Cannot. Great defense by Pedersen as he pinned Duhame, but Grant Dietz picks it up. Sharp angle shot.
Off the top of the net.
No goal indicated by the official. We'll play on right now as Cavallero has it. Back to Grant Dietz. Fakes the pass to Owen Welch. Back to Cavallero. Cavallero looking for Owen Welch. Tips it just over the net. Duhame looking for Adam Offenbach. Pad save by Dietz. Grant Dietz now with a slap shot and a great answer by Parker Dietz, the Clemson Tigers goaltender. Owen Welch back down low for Jake Duhame. Back to Welch. To Adam Offenbach at the point. To Grant Dietz. Over to Cavallero, slap shot. Great block in front by Christian Romero, number 17, as we got another penalty on the play. Looks like, I think he might be signaling that both of them are in the box. As it looks like 21, Connor Pedersen's going to the box. And I think Welch going into the box right now too, as he's talking to the linesman right now for some therapy. But no, looks like we'll stay at 5-on-4, and those two will probably be coincidental minor penalties for roughing, so USF will still have a minute long on the power play.
So this won't be a 4-on-3, but USF still has the man advantage for the next minute.
Yeah, USF right now. They're going to keep the same guys out there, except Jonathan Cooper's now on the ice because Owen Welch is in the box. Dietz wins the faceoff to Mario Cavallero. Down to Jacob Duhame, surveying his options. Cavallero, as Owen Welch got a penalty for embellishment. And Peterson with a penalty for cross-checking. Those are coincidentals. Grant Dietz walking in, shot blocked in front by Romero. As Heinold pins up Duhame to the board. And now Romero getting in there, pinning Offenbach to the boards. Duhame trying to center. And cleared out by Owen Connors. As USF has less than 20 seconds on their power play. Grant Dietz trying to get one more last rush on this power play. Almost loses his balance, but still going. Trying to find Fleer. Pass behind the back of him. Noah Lott getting in there with McKeon in a board battle, as so does Fleer. Colby Carey joining in the battles. We got 4 players right now pinning that puck up to the boards as we are approach the halfway mark in the game in the first period. 9 minutes and 20 seconds left in this first period. Cavallero again takes a hit up into the boards by Iabelli, who's fresh out the box. Iabelli looking for a stretch pass to McKeon. Couldn't handle the pass. Cooper gives it over to Tyler Stowe. Tyler Stowe, the former FAU Owl. Played his freshman year for the Owls before transferring to USF. Great way by Alex Wallace to avoid a hit. As Gavia trying to give him a center. Gavia trying to go up to the point, and that is offside. His brother, Jack Gavia, couldn't hold that puck in the zone. Both the Gavia brothers are from Southbury, Connecticut. Callahan in the draw against Tyler Stowe. Nick DeRiso trying to lead the attack. Dumps it in. Aaron Cola trying to center it in front. Romeo trying to cause havoc. Gets it up to Wallace. Wallace on the left side trying to center for Gavia as he goes into the boards with Danny McKeev. McKeev and Wallace go back into the boards. Tyler Stowe, high, finding Aaron Cola, and he'll dump it in. As Jack Gavia will have to go back and retrieve. Gives it over to Wallace. Wallace gets stick lifted by Aaron Cola, and Romeo will have to retreat back off his backhand. Was looking for number 22, Tommy Papa. Fleer lays a hit on Romeo. And we have another board battle right now between a couple players right now.
Right in front of the Clemson bench.
Skated up by Jack Gavia as Aaron Cola and number 22, Tommy Papa, and a 2-on-1. Fleer with Aaron Cola, gives it to Cola, and he missed it. And Aaron Cola gets shoved from behind.
He went face first into that wall as we have a penalty on the play now.
And USF will go back to the power play for the second time in this first period right now. What a great opportunity there from Aaron Cola, given to him by Zachary Fleer to almost tie this game up at 1 apiece.
He had a great opportunity, and he just, by inches, missed it, and he was just skating too fast for himself and just face planted right into the wall, hoping he's doing all right.
Diaz in the draw against Fleer.
As we find out that the penalty is a cross check from Bryant, and USF will have its second power play of the game, pardon me.
Fleer wins the draw. Tyler Stowe, shot blocked in front. Foot race between Koff and Urag. Koff trying to get it out. Held in the line by Danny McKeev briefly. Iabelli cannot get it out right now as USF picks it back up. Danny McKeev getting harassed. Pickpocket and a chance for Santiago Diaz. All alone, Diaz scores! And just like that, the Clemson Tigers get a shorthanded goal and they are up 2-0.
A huge play by Santiago Diaz just when USF gets their second power play. Diaz takes full advantage of it, gets a shorthanded goal, and we've got 2-0 Clemson. Just goes right past number 33, and Diaz gives Clemson much needed momentum as they have a 2-0 lead now. USF needs to pick the pace up.
Heinold and Duhame in the draw. Duhame wins it back to Owen Welch. As USF is going to have to start picking up their heels right now if they want to have any chances to go into the final. Duhame gains the zone. Gives it over to Welch. Cavallero calling for the puck, and he gets it. Gives it over to Grant Dietz. To Owen Welch, shot. Scores! The Juice Man, Owen Welch, does it again!
And just like that, USF is back in the game, only down 1 goal. Owen Welch, what a shot.
Great puck movement when they gained the zone, USF. They went Cavallero to Dietz, and Grant Dietz, using that vision, finds Owen Welch, who absolutely picks his pocket on Parker Dietz. And just like that, USF, power play goal, and they're back in this game. A much-needed goal for USF.
The Juice Man has arrived, and he's here to stay. USF is back in this game.
A little bit of score clock issues right now as the linesman's giving the scorekeeper some instructions right now. Callahan goes in the draw against Shy Haley, the freshman. Romeo trying to find Wallace, a little bit too far for him. Nick DeRiso shoots it over Dylan Holberg's stick. No icing on the play as Romeo will retreat back for the Tigers. Gives it over to Gavia. Gavia goes cross ice looking for Wallace. Hit the skate of Nick DeRiso as Dylan Holberg will dump it in. Haley goes on the forecheck against Owen Connors. Rosello joins the battle. Callahan picks it up, trying to go the other way. He's got Wallace to his left. Gives it over to Wallace, and they're offside.
They had something there, but that offside just not what Clemson needed.
Indeed. Clemson went for a change, but USF will keep the same players. Ralston wins the draw, but a little bit too far back as Pedersen will have to retreat back. Carey trying to find Sicklin, cannot. Pedersen trying to get it out off the boards, finds Sicklin. Back to Pedersen. Over to Sicklin once again. Cross ice. Believe that is Ralston. Ralston still with the puck. Trying to go back up to the point for Pedersen. Pedersen back to Ralston. Ralston walking in. Shot right into RPK's chest for a whistle as Ralston takes a little bit of a shove in front right now as the linesman is stepping in there to break up the fight.
Had a lot of pushing and shoving in this game,
Indeed.
but no penalty. Some of the players, I think, just making sure that they don't make any boneheaded mistakes that could cost their team or give any other team an advantage.
Pedersen shot tipped over the net as Ralston hustles over there to beat Enzo DeRespe to the puck. Drops it off for Sully Kopp. Kopp trying to center in front. I believe he was looking for Ralston. Dustin Holper goes on the boards with Ralston as Sicklin picks it up. Rubbed into the boards by Fleer. DeRespe picks it up. Over to Bryce Urag. Urag looks cross ice for Cavallero. A little bit too far for Cavallero, allowing Pedersen to tip it back out, but Cavallero has it back. Finds Bryson Urag. Gets harassed by Sicklin and loses the puck. Picked up by Kopp. Kopp trying to find Ralston. DeRespe pokes it away from Ralston. Fleer gives it over for Dustin Holberg, but it went off his skate and dumped in by Cam Iabelli. And it's called for an icing, as Clemson will not be able to change right now. They got some guys who've been on the ice for about a minute.
Yeah, about half those guys on Clemson, maybe more, are gassed right now. And that icing call not doing them any favors.
Indeed, right now. Bryant in the draw against Duhame as USF puts their first line back out there. Dietz, quick shot off the draw, smothered up by Parker Dietz.
Almost a quick strike there from Grant Dietz. Grant Dietz has been a little quiet in this playoffs. We've seen his great performance in the regular season with 5 hat tricks, and I believe he led the league in overall goals. But we haven't seen much from him in the playoffs. Maybe this is the time the giant awakens within him.
McKeon on the draw, loses it. Dietz to Enzo DeRespe, barely holds it in. Shot tipped in front by Jake Duhave as Adam Offenbach gets blindsided. No call on the play though.
Lost a stick there as well, got hit so hard.
Puck overskated a couple Clemson players. DeRespe, as he has McKeon on the forecheck, gives it over to Diaz, trying to center back for McKeon, a little bit too far. DeRespe gives it over to Adam Offenbach on his skates right now. Off the boards over to Jake Duhame. Duhame dumps it in. Trying to find Grant Dietz as he goes on the boards with Jack Gavia and Roust and Cade Heinel, will join in the battle. Puck over to Dustin Holberg at the point as Adam Offenbach just dumps it back over to number 29, McKeon, as they go into the boards. Duhame, quick shot, wide of the net. Iabelli trying to get it out off his backhand, he does.
Almost thought that last shot went in, but it went behind the net. That's the deception of some of these shots from an angle.
We have a whistle. Looks like the puck was touched with a high stick. As a referee right now, not signaling anyone in the box. Puck dumped in by Aaron Kola as Mikheyev gets on the forecheck against Romero. Romeo gives it over to Connors, back to Romeo. Tyler Stowe and Mikheyev now behind the net fighting for it. Romeo falls down as he was trying to get it out. Franco gets taken down. Centering try for Tyler Stowe, a little bit too far. Franco gives it over to Arthur. Arthur goes back in his own zone of retreat. Stowe trying to find McKeev off his stick. Connors trying to clear as it's being skated up by Kevin Arthur right now, number 19. On the left side, Arthur gains the zone and sends it in. Franco trying to get there before Cooper as they kind of double team him and take him down. Gets the Clemson bench on their feet right now. Wraparound try, pass saved by Ryan Patrick. Aaron Kohler trying to get it out, and it gets past Owen Connors, who will have to retreat back.
Patrick's very lucky that that shot just hit his pad because he was not looking for the puck. As we have another penalty on the play.
And that will be number 5, Matt Franco to the box, it looks like. And USF gets their third power play opportunity of this game. They allowed a shorthanded goal on the second attempt before converting on that attempt. Hopefully they don't give up a shorthanded goal on this attempt. But nevertheless, a great chance to come into the period to tie the game up.
Indeed. And we just find out that the penalty is going to be high sticking.
Dietz walking in, backtrash, Adam Offenbach. Deflected away by Iabelli as he got a stick on that as he goes on the boards with Duhame. Duhame walking in, trying to find Grant Dietz. Good stick by Parker Dietz, the goaltender. Grant Dietz picks it back up though, trying to find Jake Duhame. Great stick work there by Ralston as Clemson's able to clear out and reset briefly. Gavia stands up, Owen Welch at the line, and they get the clear. Grant Dietz picks it back up. The MVP walking in, avoids a hit there. That was Romeo, Christian Romeo, trying to lay that hit on Grant Dietz, but he avoided it. Owen Welch gives it over to Kevin Rosello, over to Bryce Urag. Bryson Urag shot right into Parker Dietz, and he'll cover it up. 1 minute and 4 seconds left on the USF power play, and 1 minute and 55 seconds left in this first period of action. I mean, it was a little bit slow at first, Cam, but the pace has definitely picked up now.
Now the pace has definitely picked up. There's been a lot more shots on goals. I can just tell that the speed of both teams has picked up tremendously, and that's what needed to happen.
Diaz in the draw against Fleer. Stowe trying to spin away from Diaz as Diaz is trying to handcuff him right now. Stowe going behind Gretzky's office as Iabelli fell in front of the net. As Iabelli lays a hit on Stowe. Nolan Ott, the defenseman. Over to Bryce Urag. Urag walking in. Tyler Stowe now, shot. Pad saved by Dietz. Centering try in front. Couldn't find a stick. Urag now. Goes down low to Fleer. Fleer getting harassed. Takes a hit though. Urag shot. Great block there by Sully Kopp. Tyler Stowe trying to center in front. Danny McKeev pinching in, trying to hold the puck in, and it's poked out by Koff. And Diaz couldn't get the puck.
Almost another chance for a shorthanded goal there, but luckily that did not happen for the Bulls. As we have
Fleer
less.
Drops it off to Tyler Stowe. Was looking for Urag off Koff's skate. Stowe sends it in on net. Pad save there by Dietz. And Diaz will clear it out as the Clemson power play, penalty kill unit has successfully done their job as Matt Franco is out of the box right now. Under a minute remaining in this first period right now. USF 1 for 3 on the power play. Also giving up the shorthanded goal on the power play. That was Clemson's second goal. Shot there by Colby Mang. Gloved up by Parker Dietz. Callahan and Rosello in the draw. Callahan wins the draw. Carey trying to clear. Rosello, fans on the shot. Gavia can't get the puck. Holberg can't get the puck now. Couple players overskating the puck. Wallace now on the left side. Trying to go against the other number 10, Nick DeRiso, but Nick DeRiso gets the best of him. Puck hops over the stick of Dylan Holberg. Less than 15 seconds left in this first period. Carey now gets it out of harm's way. Jonathan Cooper as we're approaching 10 seconds now in the period. Off Colby Mang's stick. And Romeo will retrieve with less than 5 seconds as Gavia falls down. And that will do it for this first period of play.
A very fast-paced game overall so far. Started off slow, a little sluggish, but both teams have picked up the pace. Clemson with 2 very strong goals, one of them being a shorthanded goal, but USF making up for it with their power play goal. With that
Great.
being said, after 1, your score is Clemson 2, USF 1.
And we are back for the second period of play between the Clemson Tigers and the USF Ice Bulls. Earlier today, we started off things with University of Miami taking on the Vanderbilt Commodores in the 7th place consolation game. Miami came out on top in that one. And then the FAU Owls putting an absolute beating on the UTampa Spartans. I believe that score was 9-1. And then the game before this, we saw the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders punch their ticket to the finals to play the winner of this game, the Clemson Tigers or the USF Ice Bulls right now. The Tigers had two goals in the first period, an even strength goal, and a shorthanded goal scored by Santiago Diaz. USF struck right back on that power play with Owen Welch to cut the lead in half. But they find themselves down in a hole once again of their own doing, just like every other game this season. Can the USF Ice Bulls make a comeback, just like every game they've done this season? Cameron?
We've seen this many times before from USF. They're used to being in this kind of territory, being down, but you can never count this team out. And the way I see it, despite the sluggish start, USF still has a lot of fight left. So if I was a USF fan, I wouldn't be worried.
Indeed. Looks like we got another 4 minutes of break time right now, looks like. As indicated by the clock on the scorekeeper's bench. Right now, the ref's giving some directions right now to the Clemson bench right now. But no, to recap that first period, Cameron, start it off.
I mean, it was pretty fast at first, but then Clemson comes right out the gate on a turnover from USF, starts things off 1-0. And then eventually USF gets a power play. But Diaz for Clemson takes the puck off of a missed exchange, makes it 2-0 Clemson. But, however, because they did the shorthanded goal, USF still had their power play, and Owen Welch knocks it into the goal, makes it 2-1, and here we are right now.
You know, since we have this break and there's no game to talk about, let's give a shout out to the referees and the officials who have been working these games. Like, this is not an easy job. As somebody who has reffed hockey for about the last 6 years, refereeing in big games like this is some of the most hardest things you can do in life. The amount of back talk and threats that you get sometimes, like, you know, it gets personal sometimes, but as an official, you have to have thick skin and just be able to do your job through the heat. And, you know, fun fact, 50% of referees who apply in their first year do not return for the second year. So it's a sport as a referee where you need to have some thick skin, but at the same time, you have to set a line.
You just got to accept the criticism. And, you know, despite what people think and despite what people tell you, if you're a referee, just don't listen to the jargon that comes out of people's mouth. Because reffing football, reffing basketball, reffing hockey, you're going to hear things. You're going to get criticism, but these officials are the best of the best, and that's why they're here. And in this weekend alone, they've reffed 8 games, which is absolutely insane. We had the 4 playoff games yesterday, the 2 consolation games earlier this afternoon, the most recent playoff game just a couple of hours ago, and this playoff game being broadcasted by yours truly and Vishish. And I feel like it'd be a bit of a rewarding job making all these calls and just doing your thing.
Yeah, some of these referees have done 3, some of them have done 4 games today. And these games are like 2 hours and 30 minutes long. These are not easy games. And sometimes when it comes to blowouts and things start getting physical and you got punches being thrown by players, it's the linesmen's jobs to get in there and try to break up the fight as best as they can. And sometimes you might take a straight punch in the face while you're trying to break up that fight from personal experiences doing travel hockey.
Yeah, but that's one of the prices to pay when you're out in these sporting events. A lot of passion goes down in these games, and there's a lot of fight and a lot of spirit within the players, and sometimes it pours over into the benches where the coaches and the staff are. And because of that, the refs sometimes have to get involved. And, you know, I'm not saying they're asking for it, but in a way you're almost signing up to possibly get hit every so often because of what goes down in these physical sports.
Indeed so, Cameron. Right now, the player, well, what can you do right now if you're the players? You come out the intermission expecting to play, and you get told you got 4 extra minutes. What do? Just collect your thoughts, or are you just going to lay it back a little bit and embrace the moment? What do you think, Cameron?
I feel like they're embracing the moment, you know, being down here in Coral Springs in the playoffs, kind of just taking everything in. I mean, if you were in their skates, I'd be taking everything in, taking full advantage of, you know, I'm here, I can make a difference I can possibly take my team to win a championship. So it's that mindset that you need to have as a player for either of these teams, despite whether you're on Clemson or South Florida. Not to mention that there's probably a sense of urgency and excitement for these teams, and having that extra time for yourself, maybe it gets you thinking, what can I do next to take advantage of what opportunity is given to me, and what can I do to make my team better right now?
As we are underway in the second period, I'm Ashish Manmanching, joined by my color commentator, Cameron Trullo. Sit back and enjoy this second period right now. As Diaz, number 88, gives it up to the point for Icabelli. Shot. Chest save by Ryan Patrick. Gets the rebound. Another save by Ryan Patrick. Great start early for Ryan Patrick. Looking sharp after giving up 2 goals in the first period. Good to see for USF fans, as Offenbach almost found Grant Dietz, but instead found Romeo. As Cade Heinold, the captain, drop pass looking for Diaz. Diaz shot. Couldn't get a tip in. I think he was looking back for the captain, Cade Heinold. McGeehan in the boards right now, as Grant Dietz sends it the other way for Nolan Ott, as some Clemson players will change. Koff lays a hit there on Nolan Ott. Dietz leaves it out for Romeo, who gives it over to Sicklin. Sicklin back to Romeo. Romeo looking for some options, gives it over to Koff on the the left wing. Fleer getting stick lifted there by Ralston. Pass a little bit too far for Urag, as Romeo will have to retreat back with Urag on the forecheck. Gives it over to Sicklin. Sicklin met there by Zachary Fleer. Fleer trying to find Cavallero, couldn't catch the pass in his skates, and Clemson trying to go the other way, led by Sicklin. He's got Wallace with him. Ralston, my bad. Ralston trying to go back to Sicklin. Nick DeRiso there for USF, number 10, as he goes in the boards with Sicklin. Ralston and Sicklin right now on the boards with Nick DeRiso as Mario Cavallero joins in the battle. Sicklin wins the scrum. Trying to go back down low for Ralston. Ralston flips it up in front. Puck in front. And that's hit with a high stick, and we'll have a whistle.
I could tell Patrick was a little confused there. He was darting his head back and forth, seeing where the puck was, and it was in the air. And luckily, since no one was in the paint for Clemson, nothing happened. So a huge break for South Florida.
Face off. Callahan picks it up. Centering try in front. Sticked away by Ryan Patrick. Carey trying to get it in deep. Finds Callahan. He gloves it down. Callahan loses his footing. Goes down low for Gavia. Trying to center in front for Wallace. Couldn't get there as Fleer goes the other way. Trying to get around Carey. Fleer can't do it. Sticked away by Parker Dietz, the goaltender, number 35 for the Tigers. Gavia now with it. Number 14. He's got Callahan with him. Drops it off over to Wallace. Wallace shot. Ryan Patrick gets it with the glove, and Tyler Cook clears it out of harm's way. Urag trying to get it out, and chipped out by Zachary Fleer. Colby Carey will have to retreat back on his backhand. A little bit too far for Wallace. Picked up by Urag as he gains the zone. Bryson Urag shot. Pad save by Parker Dietz. Urag trying to get the puck. Slings it out in front, and Parker Dietz will cover up for a whistle, as we are almost 2 minutes gone by in this second period right now.
Ethan Callahan actually almost accidentally hit the puck into his own goal. That could have been tragic for the Clemson Tigers. And despite the entertainment of this game, we've had a lot of technical issues with the clock and scoreboard. Don't know what's going on, but hopefully that stuff can get rectified as soon as possible.
Puck off down by Owen Connors, who dumps it in. Enzo DeRespe with some time. Can't get it out, though. Diaz trying to get something in. Show him going in front from his knees. Cade Heinel, backhand try. Almost had it. Just barely missed the net. Aaron Qualia gave it over to Tyler Stowe, who gave it away. McKeon goes over to Icabelli. Icabelli trying to get it out. Fanned on it. Danny McKeon trying to go for Tyler Stowe. Aaron Qualia can't get a shot off. Loose in front. Danny McKeon shot. And the net gets off its moorings. And we will have a face-off.
That's the aggression USF needs. Couldn't capitalize off of a goal there, but I can tell that the aggression has picked up tenfold for the Bulls.
Referee ordering the Clemson players trying to change right back to the bench. And so we got a couple Tigers players out there right now. Mike McKeon in the draw against Tyler Stowe. Stowe wins the draw back. Diaz trying to get it out, and he can't. Stowe. No one at the point shot. Glove down by Owen Connors as he falls down. Trying to find Santiago Diaz. Diaz trying to get around Dustin Holberg. Chance for Clemson. Mike McKeon, he's got Santiago Diaz to the net. Couldn't get a stick on it, was Diaz. Holberg trying to go the other way. Gives it over to Tyler Stowe, who's got Danny McKeon with him. Stowe, shot, pad save there, or should I say stick save by Parker Dietz. Misfire there by Icabelli as he was trying to find Ralston.
As Ralston's getting assaulted by 3 bulls.
Aaron Cola, the captain, the smallest player on USF, picks it up. Sharp angle try, sticked away wide, or I should say off the stick of one of the Clemson players. Dustin Holberg walking the line, walking in, shot. Easy blocker save for Dietz. Not out the zone. Haley slap shot, glove save there by Parker Dietz, and he'll hold on as a whistle as Clemson was spending a little bit too much time in their D zone.
But they've done a great job covering their zone. And this Clemson Tigers defense has improved a lot this season. Firstly, showing off again last night against the Miami Hurricanes, and it's showing off again tonight against the Bulls. But spending so much time in your defensive zone does have to wear you down. So, can Clemson stay on the gas pedal?
Bryant wins the draw back. Romeo can't get the puck. Shy Haley trying to center in front right now as USF is out there with their 4th line. Rosello trying to hold it in along with Haley as Haley's getting pinned to the boards right now by number 16, Jack Gavia. Center and trying in front. Rosello shot, missed the net. Trying to clear right now is Bryant. As Clemson fumbling the puck right now in their own D zone. Romeo trying to get it out off the glass, and he will, and he'll find Kevin Arthur right now coming the other way by himself. Getting stick lifted there by Jonathan Cooper. Sends it down low, looking for Bryant a little bit too far, but Tommy Papa will get it in there as he lays a hit. Haley avoids a hit. Carey dumps it back the other way, and that will be an icing. As right now, USF will make a line change, and out comes the first line right now. Bryant in the draw against Grant Dietz, who usually doesn't take face-offs. It's usually Jake Duhame on this line. Dietz looking for Adam Offenbach. Couldn't get one on net. Jacob Duhame, who had 2 goals last night, gives it over to Grant Dietz, who was just named the MVP this morning. Dietz getting double teamed there, couldn't get anything done. And chipped out of harm's way by Tommy Papa. Nick DeRiso getting harassed there by Kevin Arthur, number 19. Adam Offenbach had to spin away because he lost the puck. Bad pass there by Offenbach as Tommy Papa was going for a change. And I think that puck might have ended up in the Clemson bench when Tommy Papa was going for his line change, and it did.
Yeah, right as it opened the door, the puck just went in with him.
You got to have eyes in the back of your head sometimes. You got to be aware.
Yeah, it's funny that you actually mentioned that it followed him right into the door because that could have actually been a too many men call. But luckily, that didn't happen.
Now Duhame taking the draw instead of Dietz. DeRiso trying to clear it out. D to D, Carey, off the stick of Diaz and in the zone. Now Grant Dietz will pick it up in his own end. Stops up and looks for some options. Or it looks like he might just be going for a skate. Gets around one guy. Gets around 2. Couldn't get around the 3rd.
And that's what makes Grant Dietz so dangerous because he can just do the Dietz magic.
Nick DeRiso, as Grant Dietz got hooked, allowing DeRiso to have an open lane in the net. Great play by Dietz, even when he doesn't have the puck. Duhame with it, centering try. Pad save there as Dietz got a shot off. Pass a little bit too far for Offenbach as he'll go into the boards as he's got Grant Dietz with him. Duhame in the boards with 2 Clemson players. It's number 21, Connor Pedersen in there, along with Mike McKeon. McKeon trying to get it out. Trying to find Santiago Diaz, but he can't. Giveaway. Cade Heinel, the captain for Clemson, loses the puck and cleared out of harm's way by Nick DeRiso. Colby Carey, number 3 for the Tigers. Off the stick of Santiago Diaz and in the zone as he'll go for a change. Callahan will get their force for the Tigers. Shot fanned on by Alex Wallace. had a good opportunity. Adam off and back. Saucer pass over to Bryson Urag as he gains his own. Urag shot just over the net. Mario Cavallero trying to send it down low. Owen Connors is there. Urag on the boards with him as it's cleared out. Dylan Holberg, quick pass in the zone, but USF's offside, so they will have to touch up. As Owen Connors goes back for the Tigers. Connors trying to skate up through some traffic. Trying to find Gavia as Owen will pick it back up himself. He's got Callahan with him. DeRespe gets in there for USF as that puck is out, so Wallace will just dump it in. USF trying to go quickly the other way. It's led by Bryson Urag. Urag shot, saved by Parker Dietz, rebound. Fleer couldn't get a second opportunity. Center try, Urag shot, blocked in front there by Christian Romeo. Great block there. Trying to go the other way is Alex Wallace. Dustin Holberg to defend. Wallace goes into the boards and threw it in front and off Enzo DeRespe skates, and he'll clear it out. Hits Christian Romeo, so it won't be icing. Icabelli goes back. Pass, couldn't connect with Troy Gavia. Never mind an ice. RPK plays it with a stick, or should I say Ryan Patrick. Ralston takes down Dustin Holberg, but DeRespe has the puck. Pass a little bit too far for Bryson Urag. No icing indicated by the linesman as Icabelli will go back, trying to clear it out. Cavallero holds it in the zone briefly, sends it down low. Enzo DeRespe will have to pinch in. Gives it away. Gavia trying to find Sicklin. Pass over his stick. Wallace trying to beat the icing, but my bad. Sully Kopp was trying to beat the icing, number 11 for Clemson, but he couldn't get there in time.
Yeah, Dietz has been on a rail for Clemson with these blocks and these saves. He's done a great job so far. And along with that, Clemson has not turned the puck over many times, which was, like I said before, was a problem with them during the season. But this is playoff hockey, and it's different. And they've made sure to rectify those issues because I haven't seen many turnovers from Clemson's end.
That shot there from Aaron Quillia, set up by Tyler Stowe, missed the net. Stowe trying to center it in front away again, sticked away, and Sully Klopp, number 11, trying to lead the attack. Poked away by Nolan Ott and dumped in by Jack Gavia. Sicklin trying to get there on the forecheck. He's with Sully Kopp as Cooper sticks it away over to Danny McKeev. McKeev trying to pick up some speed. Gets poked off the puck by Icabelli, right to Aaron Quillia. And a pad save there. Giveaway. Tyler Stowe couldn't get a shot off there. Great defense by Jack Gavia. Giveaway. USF trying to go the other way with Danny McKeev. Shot. Blocker saved by Parker Dietz. Up in the air and out of harm's way. Nolan Ott right now. Trying to hold it in right now as a USF player is getting taken down behind the play. Looks like it's a net dislodge. There won't be a penalty on the play as that's Icabelli and Aaron Quillia making a new friendship. As the crowd wants a penalty, but I don't think they're going to get one. They're just going to get an offensive zone face-off.
Now you can hear the crowd shouting at the refs to make a call, but they're just letting the guys play. Some very colorful words being said by some of the fans as well, if I might say so myself.
Sicklin in the draw against Duhame. Tie up on the draw, and the Tigers win. Gavia trying to get it out. Nick DeRiso gloves it down, but can't hold it in his zone. Foot race now with Sicklin and Danny McKeev. McKeev wins the race. Tyler Stowe now on the forecheck against Jack Gavia. Gavia trying to go over the captain, Cade Heino, as Tyler Stowe steals it away. Goes in front to Aaron Quillia as he gets rubbed into the boards by Will Ralston. Board battle right now with Ralston and Icabelli. McKeev gets put in the boards by Jack Gavia as he falls down. Aaron Quillia emerges with the puck through the battle. Up to the point for Owen Welch. Shot. Stick stayed there by Parker Dietz. Sicklin trying to clear it out. Nick DeRiso can't hold in the zone as Clemson trying to go the other way. That's Will Ralston. He's got the captain, Cade Heino, with him. Ralston, backhand shot wide of the net.
Great stick play by DeRiso.
The two captains going to the boards is Ralston, chance in the slot. Great block there by Owen Welch. Diaz, another chance. I believe that was Nick DeRiso, number 10, with the block. Shot there from the captain, Cade Heino.
A pad save by Patrick and great defense by USF. 2 body blocks and a pad save. They picked up their defense for sure.
Indeed. Almost halfway gone through this game right now. We got 10 minutes and 38 seconds left in this second period. We had 3 goals in the first period, but we have no goals so far in the second period to report, unfortunately. Sent down low by Connor Pedersen. He finds Kevin Arthur. Arthur going up to the point for Colby Carey. Carey dumps it down low. Tommy Papa overskates it as he gets rubbed in the boards by Enzo DeRespe. Giveaway. Arthur can't get a shot off as Dylan Holberg will go the other way for USF. Dylan Holberg shot that was blocked in front by Connor Pedersen, the defenseman. As it will be Kevin Arthur leading the attack for the Tigers. Arthur's shot, easy glove save for Ryan Patrick. And he'll hold on for a whistle.
Patrick showing shades of yesterday with the saves that he's showing shades of yesterday from the saves that he's been making so far.
Indeed, 10 minutes and 5 seconds in this second period right now as we got Bryant and Rosello on the draw. Dumped down low by Connors and then sent down again by Tommy Papa for Bryant. Bryant rubbed into the boards by Enzo DeRespe. Hits Kevin Rosello. Rosello can't clear, held in by Connors. Connors shot, loose in front. Does Ryan Patrick have it or is it in the net? Net dislodged.
A lot of action going on in front of Patrick's net, but it doesn't look like that there's going to be a goal as the net does get completely dislodged from its position. What a chaotic sequence.
As Ryan Patrick makes the original save with the pad, puck was loose right in front, and you had a couple Clemson players diving down there, specifically number 93, Ronan Bryant.
Now Ronan Bryant came dashing down, and then everyone just followed suit. Nearly the entire ice rink was in front of Patrick's net.
Noah Knott trying to skate out with the puck, loses it. McKeon pins it to the boards. He's got Duhame and Ott there with him. Puck being pinned now by a couple players. McKeon trying to dig it loose and does. Holtberg trying to get it out. Hits McKeon instead. Duhame finds Grant Dietz. Saucer pass finds Jake Duhame. He's got Adam Offenbach with him. Duhame shot. Chest save there by Parker Dietz. Puck not out the zone yet. And now it is. But that will be an icing. USF right now getting some good looks right now, as so is Clemson, but neither team able to convert here in this second period right now as we're more than halfway through this game. Cameron, what are your thoughts so far through the first 30 minutes?
Well, they have, during this period, I would say that they have very good looks. I apologize for my stuttering. But so far, the entirety of this game, I noticed that Clemson just seems to take advantage of USF's mistakes more so than USF takes advantage of Clemson's mistakes, because on those last 2 goals that Clemson scored were off of USF turnovers, including on that power play goal by Diaz, or shorthanded goal by Diaz. So overall, it's been nearly even keel, but Clemson has just made less mistakes than USF has.
Indeed so. Duane wins the draw. Pass behind the back of Dustin Holtberg as he just dumps it in. Owen Connors. Glove down by Dustin Holtberg as he sends it back in. And Owen Connors will pick it up once again. Offenbach lays a hit, and the captain, Cade Heinold. Couple players right now fighting for that puck. It's playoff hockey. It's going to get physical. Grant Dietz takes a stick up, and that will be called. And USF will head back to the power play.
You called that right there, Vashish. Right as you said physical. Dietz got whacked in the head with a stick.
Crowd asking for 2. There's a high stick call. I don't think they'll get the second one. But that'll be Owen Connors, number 4, heading to the box. USF already 1 for 3 in this game on the power play. And as we mentioned before, giving up a shorthanded goal on the power play.
And Connors slams the door. He is not happy.
Indeed so.
So USF will get their 4th power play. Right now they're a 1 for 3. Can they go 2 for 4?
Duhame on the draw against Diaz. High sticking was the call. Grant Dietz picks it up off the draw, trying to make something happen, but it ends up out the zone, and Mario Cavallero will pick it up, number 16. Adam Offenbach, the grad student, finds Jacob Duhame, the freshman. Mario Cavallero now. Saucer pass across for Grant Dietz. Dietz. USF is set up right now, looking dangerous. Dietz. Owen Welch, slap shot. Blocked in front by Romeo. Great block there. Ralston trying to get there for Clemson to clear. Hits Mario Cavallero on the clearing attempt. Ralston again, second try, and he gets it. RBK leaves it out over for Owen Welch. As we got some problems with the score clock right now, as the crowd wants to know how much time's on the penalty, as we can't even tell you guys. Owen Welch finds Mario Cavallero. Cavallero backhand shot. Rebound was there, but a USF player couldn't get to it.
Very humorous to say the least of what these fans are saying.
Grant Dietz making moves, walking in, shot. Post! Great look there for Grant Dietz.
As despite the clock operator having a couple of issues to say the least, the Bulls still have a little less than a minute left on the power play.
Grant Dietz to Adam Offenbach. Chest save there, and he covers it up as Parker Dietz.
Rolled right up into his shoulder pad. That could have been an easier save if you tried.
Couple of good looks on the USF power play, but they cannot convert.
Good looks for the USF power play, but good looks for the Clemson power kill, if I do say so myself. Penalty kill, pardon me.
Looks like they're going to fix the score clock right now, which is very good.
I don't know what exactly is wrong, but
as the referee's going to have to get back there and sort it out. Right now, USF has their second power play unit right now on the ice. Got 7 minutes and 8 seconds left in the second period, as we've mentioned before many times. The winner of this game will go on to play the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders tomorrow in the championship at 1:30 p.m. The Blue Raiders punched their ticket today with a 4-1 win against Ole Miss, who upset FAU on Friday night, last night.
and it looks like that they finally have fixed the clock as
Clemson's complaining right now. They believe more time was taken off that penalty kill as the coach is up in arms.
yeah, the clock shows a minute 24 left, but the Clemson bench is in distress right now. They don't know why there's so much time left. They think more's off.
Yeah, I think they're thinking that at least a minute went off that clock right now. Now they got it. Now they got it.
And now there's elation on the Clemson bench as it goes from nearly a minute and a half to just a little over half of a minute.
32 seconds on the USF power play, trying to get some magic going to tie this game up with the second unit. Fleer in the draw against the captain of the Tigers, Cade Heinold. Tyler still off the draw. Danny McKeev, shot blocked in front by Heinold as that hurt him a little bit, but he's back up on his feet. Tyler still at the point. Slap shot wide of the net. Sully Kopp trying to get out of the zone. Gets met there by Bryson Urag, Nolan Ott, and Zachary Fleer. As Sully Kopp pinning that puck right now to the boards, killing off valuable time on the Clemson penalty kill. Urag looking for some options right now as the power play's about to expire, and it does. Danny McKeev, slap shot. Another block by the captain, Cade Heinold. Heroic play, and then Owen Connor's out the box right now.
We've seen a lot of body blocks today.
Great defense there by Clemson to kill off the USF power play as we are back at even strength right now. Fleer drops it off for Nolan Ott. As right now, USF has 4 forwards out there and only 1 defenseman. Nolan Ott is the lone defenseman. Attack is being led up by Tyler Stowe, and he gets taken down. No call on the play. Puck not out the zone, though. Danny McKeev walks a Clemson player. Shot, loose in front, and another crossbar for USF. Another try, and they score! Bryson Urag has tied the game up, and USF is back to even.
That was one of the most crazy sequences as Bryson Urang ties it up for the Bulls. As we're looking at the replay right now, we've got 1 block, another block,
a crossbar, and then Urag with the spinorama in front of the net shot finds its way in. And just like that, USF has climbed their way back to tie this game at 2 apiece right now.
What a play by Bryson Urang. We are dead at 2, ladies and gentlemen.
As both teams will send out their 4th line right now, trying to get the momentum back up. Will these 2 4th lines? Colby Carey gains the red line and trying to dump in, and he does. Nick DeRiso trying to get it out. Colby Mang to Dylan Holtberg. Holtberg across for Rosello as he has to go there with Colby Carey. Rosello meets Carey in the boards. Carey gets it to Bryant briefly. Carey backhand pass, trying to find Romeo, and he does. Romeo couldn't connect on the same page with Kevin Arthur. He's in a foot race with Nick DeRiso. DeRiso can't get it out. Bryant, back over. Chance there. Pad save there by Ryan Patrick, as that was Kevin Arthur with a shot. Arthur almost had another chance, but couldn't get a stick on it as he goes back in the boards with Nick DeRiso.
And a great stick save by Patrick right there.
Romeo can't hold the puck at the blue line, so he has to retreat. Gives it away. Colby Mang picks it up. Quick pass over to Kevin Rosello. Rosello, shot. Chest save there by Parker Dietz. Franco trying to get it out, cannot. Dylan Holbert keeps the play alive briefly. Romeo will try again, and he will find the stick of Kevin Arthur. Arthur trying to go the other way on the left side. He's got Franco driving the net. Arthur sends it in on net. Easy pad save there for Ryan Patrick. Nick DeRiso trying to find Grant Dietz, intercepted by Belli, and he'll dump it in and take down Dylan Holberg as his cage fell off, and that will definitely be a penalty, and USF will head to the power play. As Dylan Holberg can't believe how he just got taken down.
We got an extra skater.
USF pulls the goalie and has an extra skater right now. That's just a penalty you can't be taken. That's a terrible penalty to be taken. You have to have more discipline.
And a massive hit that he took as well.
Grant Dietz shot, just missed the net there. Was looking for that left side on the low side. Play still alive for USF. And now they'll blow it dead as McKeon gets a touch up. But that will be Cam Eichelbelli back to the box.
Some of the moves that Grant Dietz has made in this game so far is indicating that the giant within him is awakening. Because what he's done all season has been nothing short of miraculous and incredible.
Refs getting together right now for the discussion. I highly doubt they're going to call an extra penalty on the play. I mean, maybe. We got 2 minutes up right now. Let's see what they're talking about right now as they're having a discussion. I highly doubt they're going to extend it to more than 2 minutes. So curious to what they're talking about right now. But we got 4 minutes and 6 seconds left in this second period.
As USF will get their 5th power play of the game as Cam Eichelbelli's in the box for 2.
Head contact is the call, and it looks like they gave him a 2 and a 10 potentially. As I think he's telling them that they got to put somebody in the box to serve the penalty, and it's a 5-minute power play for the USF Ice Bulls.
It's as if it's a major penalty. Unbelievable. Our 5th power play for USF and the first major of the game. This could be a huge momentum swing for USF as there was contact to the head during that last exchange. So a 5-minute power play with just a little over 4 minutes to go, meaning that at the beginning of the third period, USF will have about 54 seconds of power play time.
I think Eichelbelli thought he was playing football and he went for a tackle and he grabbed somebody by the helmet. It looked like a football tackle in a sense. But in football, that would be called a face mask, so that's still a penalty. But that looks like a football penalty. And is he getting the boot tonight? It looks like that might do it for his night.
Unbelievable. Eichelbelli's getting ejected. This is not what Clemson needs. Which means that also, not only is he going to be out for the rest of the game tonight, but
and he will miss the championship tomorrow if they were to advance, as Matt Franco will have to serve the penalty.
Not to mention that in Nationals, he will have to miss the first game of that as well. This is not what the Clemson Tigers needed, and this could be what USF needs right now.
USF getting pocket aces late in the game right now. Can they capitalize? Cavallero shot blocked in front by 21 on Clemson. Grant Dietz, and he scores! The MVP shows us why he's the MVP. And just like that, USF takes the lead.
I told you that the beast within Dietz was going to awaken, and right there on that power play, he is wide awake. Unbelievable play by our MVP, Grant Dietz.
Shot in front by Cavallero is blocked by Pedersen, and Dietz just finds the juicy rebound right in front and puts it away.
What can't Grant Dietz do? This kid is special. There's a reason that he's the MVP, and finally, despite the dry spell.
And USF still has a full 4 minutes and change on their power play as Dietz right back in the action finds Jake Duhame, who had 2 goals last night, the game winner. Duhame over to Adam Offenbach, going back to Duhame. Duhame was trying to look for Cavallero on that play, and Romeo will send it out.
And like I mentioned before, despite the dry spell that Dietz has been on during the playoff run, he finally gets a goal. What a play by Grant Dietz.
As he picks it up right now. Starts skating, trying to make a move around Sully Koff and couldn't do it. As Koff will go in the forecheck. Owen Welch takes it around the net. Welch gives it over to Mario Cavallero, the freshman from Pennsylvania. As Welch falls down, no call on the play.
Almost looks like he was belly flopping on the rink.
Yeah, I think he's been watching some soccer videos. Getting some tips there from Neymar, I guess.
Good thing he wasn't jumping into a swimming pool because that would have hurt.
Cavallero now oversees his options. Under 3 minutes left in the second period. Over to Tyler Stowe. Stowe, shot, chest save there by Parker Dietz. Owen Welch gets it back. Welch had the first goal of the game for USF. Back to Tyler Stowe. Stowe to Cavallero. Back to Stowe. One-timer, didn't get enough on it, and off a stick and wide. Cavallero now. Saucer pass over to Owen Welch. Blocked in front by Connor Pedersen. Owen Welch gets it back, though. Welch over to Tyler Stowe. Stowe, shot. Never made it through. I believe that hit number 17, Romeo in front. Ryan Patrick plays it out over to Nolan Ott as Clemson gets some fresh legs on the ice for the penalty kill. Nolan Ott leads the attack. Chest save there by Parker Dietz. Danny McKeev dives on his knees to keep the puck in the zone. Over to Bryce Urag. Urag, another save by Dietz. Trying to look for Fleer on the other side. They weren't on the same page. Diaz trying to clear, and he does. Foot race. Tyler Stowe and the captain, Cade Heinold, trying to make a dangle, and he gets met by Tyler Stowe. A huge hip check on the play. Are you not entertained?
And there's a few Clemson fans down there wanting a call, but it doesn't look like there's going to be one. As they themselves are also, saying some very colorful phrases that I will get ridiculed for if I were to repeat them. So we'll just leave you to guess.
Danny McKeev sends it down low, finds Grant Dietz. Blocked shot by Heinold as he's blocked like 3-4 shots this period on the penalty kill. Grant Dietz picks it up, drops it off to McKeev. McKeev gets met there on the boards by Heinold, gets it over to Walt Ralston, trying to find Diaz. Quick pass over to Bryson Urag. He's got Fleer with him. Urag cutting in on goal. Blocker saved there by Parker Dietz. Fleer gets there first. Less than a minute remaining in the first period, in the second period of play. Urag picks it up. Finds Owen Welch. Welch, slap shot. Blocker save and cleared out of harm's way. As Mike McKeon will get there on the penalty kill forecheck. Ryan Patrick gives it over to Duhame, who gives it over to Bryson Urag. 30 seconds in the second period. Urag trying to go wide. Shot. Went through the crease. Nobody there. Cavallero now.
Urag looking for a second goal of the game right there.
Owen Welch goes over to Grant Dietz. Grant Dietz trying to look for Jake Duhame. Gets it now as time is winding down the second period. And cleared out by number 16, my bad, Jack Gavia. It gives it over to Cavallero. He's going to have a chance to maybe take a big slap shot. And doesn't get the shot off. A little bit too late on that one. And that will do it for the second period of play right now. USF gets 2 goals in this period to take the lead. And we will be back shortly for the third period of play in 12 minutes and 30 seconds. And we are back for the last period of play for today's Division II matchup between the Clemson Tigers and the USF Ice Bulls. Earlier today, the University of Miami got a win in the consolation game, 7th place, against the Vanderbilt Commodores. And then we saw FAU put an absolute beating on Tampa, 9-1. And earlier we saw the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders punch their ticket against Ole Miss to the finals tomorrow to play the winner of this game, either the USF Ice Bulls or the Clemson Tigers. USF still has a 54-second power play because of the major to Cam Icabelli, who is out for the rest of this game. And here we go, third period underway. And Duhame gets it started with a face-off win. Cavaliero's pass took a weird hop off the boards. Heinold gets it out of harm's way. Penalty clock once again didn't start. Cavaliero shot high over the net as the Clemson bench is worried about the penalty clock rather than their own game right now. Sicklin gains the zone on the right side around Offenbach. Gets run into the boards by Mario Cavaliero.
Looking like Super Mario out there.
Jake Duhame gains the zone on the right side. He's got Cavaliero. Cavaliero to Grant Deeds. Just missed the net.
A great pad save by Deeds on Deeds. Look at that. Double Deeds action.
Another save by Parker Deeds. And that will do it for the USF power play as we are back to even strength. Welch gets his pass to Cavaliero. Cavaliero on the skate of Grant Deeds, and he picks it up. Deeds, shot, chest save by Parker Deeds, and then he kicked the puck again, and Parker Deeds made another pad save, but that one wouldn't have counted if it went in. Noah not racing for it, and he will beat Alex Wallace to the icing.
Yeah, this game has just been incredible, and there's really no other way to put it. This weekend as a whole has been incredible. This game is no exception. For those of you just tuning in, the score right now is 3-2 in favor of the USF Ice Bulls. Clemson started strong with a 2-1 lead, but then we had a tying goal from Bryson Urang and a lead-taking goal from Grant Deeds to give USF the lead. And right now, with just under 19 minutes to go, the Bulls still have a lead, looking to punch their way to the championship.
Jonathan Cooper around the boards over to Danny McKee of the Russian. Actually didn't get it, so Alex Wallace sends it down low. Cooper spins it away from Callahan. Flip pass looking for Tyler Stowe. Quick pass there from Wallace. Finds Callahan. Callahan, glove save there by Ryan Patrick Koch. And he'll hold on for a whistle as Troy Gavia is getting into some rough stuff.
Ryan Patrick doing his best Patrick Roy impression right there with that glove save.
Sicklin shot off the draw, blocker save by Ryan Patrick. Danny McKeev hits that down with a high step, but Clemson gets it right back, so play won't be blown down. Puck dumped in. Ralston trying to get there on the forecheck. Shot there by Carey, never made it through. Sicklin trying to get possession of it, harassed by Cooper. Sends it down low for Ralston as he gets harassed by Nolan Ott. Ralston trying to hold on to it. Sends it down low for Alex Kopp. Back to Sicklin. Couldn't get a shot off on that play. Kopp gets run into the boards by Jonathan Cooper. And a turnaround shot by Sicklin is held by Ryan Patrick for a whistle.
As it looks like USF will make a line change, as will Clemson. So we got some fresh bodies out there for the next faceoff.
We weren't on that shot, so you're good. We were not on the shot when he did that, so you're good.
Face off. Nick DeRiso gets it over to Mario Cavallero. Cavallero's got Flair to his left. Decides to just dump it in. Flair trying to get there first. Just throws it in front to nobody. Santiago Diaz, who had the second goal of the game, gets it back from McKeon. Diaz looking for Brian in front as he got a couple whacks at it, but great pass save there by Ryan Patrick, and he'll hold on for a whistle.
A much more aggressive approach that Clemson's taking right now. And despite that, Patrick's still on his game, making those saves. But the way Clemson has picked up the intensity, they could strike soon.
Slap shot there from Heinold, gloved down by Ryan Patrick for a whistle.
As I just said.
17 minutes and 17 seconds left in this third period right now. Very entertaining second semifinal game in this Division II bracket. Shot there from McKeon wide of the net. Romeo, number 17, holds it in, trying to send it down low for Santiago Diaz. Diaz pass off the stick of Mike McKeon. Cavallero the other way for USF with Bryson Urag. Cavallero, pull-in drag shot. Dietz made the original save and decided to play it out instead of covering it for a whistle. Nick DeRiso trying to hold it in. Santiago Diaz trying to get a step on Tyler Cook, but he can't. Oh, Ryan Patrick played the puck out and hit Santiago Diaz's skate. Callahan now. Bad save there by Ryan Patrick.
That was a big risk for Patrick, but luckily nothing happened.
Pedersen shot from the point wide. Flair will pick it up as he's got 93 Bryant on him. Flair still with the puck. Doing it all by himself. Waits for the reinforcements to arrive. As the cavalry does arrive, and Mario Cavallero and Bryson Urag. Cavallero picks it up, spins away from Wallace. Cavallero shot wide of the net. He's got a great shot, Mario Cavallero. He just needs to hit the net. Dustin Holtberg will pick it up. Holtberg over to Enzo DeRespe off his backhand. Too far for Mario Cavallero. Carry over to Pedersen. Pedersen on the stick of Callahan, who takes a big hit there from DeRespe. Pedersen goes back to Callahan, quickly on the stick of Wallace as he tries to get around Dylan Holtberg. Gavia trying to send it in front. Pass save there by Ryan Patrick. Dustin Holtberg's clearing attempt, hits his own teammate.
A lot of stick playing too, as one of the Clemson players actually loses his stick.
2-on-1 potential. Shy Haley with Colby Mang. Manger, shot, pass save, rebound for Haley. Couldn't get enough on it, and Parker Dietz will smother it up for a whistle.
What a perfect sequence there by USF, but Dietz was just on his game. As USF was set up in a 2-on-1, but Parker Dietz just able to make another great save, and thankfully for the Clemson Tigers, not allowing another goal.
Great back check on the defenseman, number 3, Colby Carey, to prevent Shy Haley from getting all of that, because if he gets all of that wood on that shot, it's probably a 4-2 game right now. But great back check by Colby Carey to keep the Clemson deficit to only 1 and not 2. 15 minutes and 13 seconds left in this third period so far. My bad, correction. They put 15 minutes and 20 seconds now on the clock, 5 extra seconds. Dietz wins the face-off. Ott just sends it down low. Off and back, trying to get there to the puck. Cooper at the point, slap shot. Blocker saved there by Parker Dietz. Duhame picks it up. Jacob Duhame down low to Grant Dietz. Trying to go back to Duhame.
Ooh.
Sticked away there by Parker Dietz. Could have been bad there.
Almost got sticked into the goal by Parker Dietz.
Noel not trying to find Jacob Duhame down low. To Adam, off and back shot. Easy glove save for Parker Dietz as he gets down in the butterfly position.
Parker Dietz is under a lot of pressure right now. They're spending so much time in the Clemson zone, they're almost not giving him time to freaking breathe.
Indeed. As Clemson will make a line change, USF will keep all their players back out there. Sicklin in the draw against Dietz. Tie up on the draw.
As the ref falls down.
Even as I told you, mentioned earlier, the refs aren't safe from this job.
Yeah, just like we talked about, this is some of the stuff that you inadvertently sign up for.
Grant Dietz was looking back for Jake Duhame on the same page. Noel Knott jumps into play, shot, just missed the net high over. Ralston the other way, Will Ralston, the sophomore. Ralston cutting in, shot.
Oh.
I can't tell if that was missed or Ryan Patrick got a blocker on that.
I believe Patrick got a block on that as
Jake Duhame the other way. Toe drag, trying to go to the backhand. Romeo with some great defense. Cooper looking for the puck as it's skied up high.
that was a big opportunity for Duhame there, but a great job by the Clemson defense to prevent that.
Dietz with a great dangle, trying to get around Pedersen, gets a shot off, and it's smothered by Parker Dietz as Grant Dietz getting double teamed right there as he gets another shove in the back, but
got hit into the wall as well.
Can't tell if the referee just called a penalty on Grant Dietz or if it's on a Clemson player.
And it looks like that we're having more clock issues as well. Even though I thought we got that fixed in the second period, but
Alex Sully Kopp talking to the linesman for some therapy right now as he's heading to the box.
yep, and it's true.
Maybe a roughing call. There wasn't an original call after the play was dead, so it must have been that little shove that he gave to Grant Dietz.
Yeah, that shove giving to Grant Dietz was not a very smart decision by him. And because of that, USF is now at their 6th or 7th power play.
I believe it's the 6th.
Thank you. Yeah, it's their 6th power play. Yep, it is indeed their 6th power play. To hopefully, for them, extend the lead as the clock actually prematurely starts, and now it's back at 2 minutes as USF will get their 6th power play, hoping to extend their lead.
Tyler Stowe shot pass saved by Parker Dietz. Urak picks it up, trying to spin away from McKeon. As McKeon trying to go the other way with Ralston. McKeon, 2-on-1 with Ralston. Flair to defend. McKeon to Ralston, and they score again. Another shorthanded goal for the Crimson Tigers.
And that is the second shorthanded goal of the game by, I believe, Diaz once again.
Santiago Diaz with 2 shorthanded goals. That play all starts from number 29, Mike McKeon, being the aggressor on the penalty kill, springing the 2-on-1, and then giving a nice dish over to Santiago Diaz. His 2nd goal of the game, also his 2nd shorthanded goal of the game. How many times do you see that?
You never really see that. Two goals, but 2 shorthanded goals. Unbelievable play by Santiago Diaz.
And just like that, watch out.
As the puck almost flies into the audience, it fell into the Clemson bench and didn't hit anybody, thankfully. But that was a wild puck. And there's actually a sign behind me saying, watch for flying pucks. So that should give an indication to everyone here to be careful and keep their eyes open.
As the clock starts running again.
And despite all that, we have despite the game being all tied up, the Bulls still have over a minute and a half left on the power play. So we'll see if they can take advantage of the rest of their time. Because the last time that there was a shorthanded goal scored, the Bulls, a few seconds later, took advantage of that and scored on the power play. So we'll see if they can do that again.
Dietz was looking for Welch, sticked away by Santiago Diaz, trying to kill some time and sends it deep. Mike McKeon, who did all the work on that goal to set it up on the forecheck. Owen Welch over to Grant Dietz. Avoids a hit. Around another. Grant Dietz in on goal. Shot. Hit the bar once again. I think that's his 2nd bar this game or post.
It is the 2nd bar. 2 times now, Dietz was so close to getting a goal on those hits, as we now have less than a minute left on the power play for the Bulls.
Grant Dietz trying to do it again. This time gets stick lifted by Will Ralston. Takes a cross check. And another one.
And a punch thrown at Grant Dietz.
And now there's a penalty. Will Ralston will head to the box.
Will Ralston throws a punch at Grant Dietz. He's holding Dietz to the ground, and as Dietz tries to get up, he throws a right hand at his hip. That is just a stupid play.
And is Grant Dietz getting a penalty as well?
But it does look like that Dietz is going to get a penalty as well. Unbelievable.
Trying to plead his case right now, I think. As he's going in, yep, he's in the box.
As we do have a roughing penalty on Ralston, and we're still awaiting the call on Dietz, as he was the victim of that first penalty, but we don't know what his call is as of right now.
It's probably going to stay 5-on-4 right now. 2 coincidental major penalties. 2 coincidental minor penalties. Grant Dietz with a holding call. Cavallero picks it up as we are starting back up right now. Cavallero's going to take it by himself. Decides to pass it over to Owen Welch. Welch. And USF was offside, so that's why they couldn't gain the zone. Duane drops it off to Mario Cavallero. Over to Kevin Rosello. Rosello trying to find Adam Offenbach, and they score! Just like that! Adam Offenbach from Kevin Rosello, and USF, just like they did earlier in the first period when they allowed a shorthanded goal, they get it right back.
This is like a repeat of what happened in the first period. Kevin Rosello, Adam Offenbach with a great sequence. and USF takes the lead 4-3 with just over 13 minutes to go. That's exactly what happened in the first period to get USF back in the game, and that's what happened just now in the third period to give USF another lead. What a play by the Ice Bulls.
Cooper gives it over to Nolan Ott. Ott over to Jonathan Cooper. Fans yelling at the scorekeeper to do their job, as it looks like they might have a harder job than the refs at this point in this game.
It's amazing how the fans have actually screamed more at the clock operators than the actual players on the rink.
Insane. Puck being pinned to the boards by a couple players. Gavia gains the zone. Taken out by Nolan Ott. Danny McKeev picks it up, gains the blue line, pulls the shot in, just barely missed it. McKeev trying to leave it for Tyler Stowe. Jonathan Cooper trying to hold it in. Hits the stick of Alex Wallace, who gets it out. Trying to find Callahan. Aaron Cola dumps it back in, and Tyler Stowe will lead the forecheck against Pedersen as he hits Pedersen. Gavia trying to get it out. Aaron Cola once again keeping the play alive briefly as Pedersen will try to get it out. Misses pass to Alex Wallace, and Nick DeRiso will dump it in. Colby Carey will pick it back up as he skates it up. The defenseman, fans on the shot. Carey takes it behind the net. Takes a run into the boards from Shy Haley. McKeon picks it up, the assistant captain. Over to the captain, Cade Heinold, shot. Missed the net entirely. Diaz on the ice. He just had those two shorthanded goals. Shot, deflected and up high on a play for a whistle. Almost the halfway mark of this third period.
I think there was a sense of urgency from Clemson there.
Indeed so right now. They got to find a way to get back in this game.
Exactly, as right in front of us actually, there is a row of Clemson fans just screaming for the Tigers to get their stuff together. And, well, they're also screaming a bunch of other things, but I think you know what other things I'd be referring to.
Holtberg takes a hit there from Bryant as he takes out Romeo by accident, but that's not going to be a penalty. DeRiso trying to find Holtberg off his stick, and he dumps it in. Heinen to go back to retrieve as Holtberg gets on the forecheck. Drops it back off to Romeo, not on the same page. Rosella will get on it. Rosella trying to make a dangle on McKeon as he takes it away. Over to Santiago Diaz. Drops it up to McKeon. Shot. Hit the chest of Ryan Patrick. Loose in front. Nick DeRiso and Diaz going into the boards. Gets it up to the captain, Cade Hines. Shot. Another save by Ryan Patrick, and runs over. And Nick DeRiso giving it an extra shove at the end. As we got another player on USF getting shoved. I believe that was Kevin Rosello.
So much pushing and shoving. I can just tell that right now Clemson's playing very chippy. They're just shoving USF players back and forth, and I just that's really all I can say as both the Tigers and the Ice Bulls go for a line change.
Grant Dietz and Will Ralston are out the box for their coincidental penalties. As you know, head coach Joe Rhodes is going to love to get Grant Dietz right back out there as soon as he can.
Indeed he will.
Urag off the boards. Cavallero in a foot race trying to beat Romeo to the puck. Romeo trying to ship it out. Hits Cavallero. The captain, Cade Heinold, will pick it up as he skates it up. Heinold, pass, looking for Tommy Papa, not on the same page. Romeo to Heinold as he's met there by Cavallero. Flip pass over to Kevin Arthur. Arthur trying to get around Flair. Flair sends it down low. Tommy Papa will get there for the Tigers. Arthur picks it up, takes a little shove from Cavallero. Cavallero fighting hard to get out the zone, and he does.
Cavallero getting jolted back and forth a lot.
Dustin Holberg will retrieve with Tommy Papa on him. Flair off the boards, trying to get it past Colby Carey and can't as he dumps it in, but it's gloved down by Dustin Holberg. Dustin Holberg with some some space, so he'll skate it up as he dumps it in, and Parker Dietz will play it all along to the side.
As Clemson actually gets some fresh legs out on the ice.
Colby Carey goes into the boards of Mario Cavallero. Centering attempt goes to Pedersen, and it hits Ryan Patrick, so it can't be played, and he'll blow it down rather for a whistle instead of playing the puck. As he had Will Van Sicklen on the forecheck nearby. Some adjustments being made to the Crimson Tigers as the captain, Cade Heinold, is playing defense right now. Usually he plays left wing. The senior from Charleston, South Carolina. And Ryan Patrick will cover up for another whistle. I mean, I guess desperate times calls for desperate measures, Cameron, am I right?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just rather be safe than sorry. And doing all these glove covers, I think Patrick just wants to make sure that nothing in front of him gets loose. And covering the puck with his glove while all those Clemson players are in front, just making sure that nobody gets to the puck, despite whether USF players are there or not.
Grant Dietz gets on the ice as he's getting harassed by Sicklin. Dietz shaking big around Sicklin, making moves. Grant Dietz in on goal, looking for Adam Offenbach, can't get there. Cooper holds it in, quickly over to Jake Duhame, shot, pad save by Dietz. Grant Dietz sends it in on net, another pad save by Parker Dietz. Duhame in the corner, trying to leave it for Grant Dietz, couldn't get it. Sharp angle shot by Adam Offenbach, missed the net. Jonathan Cooper trying to send it down low, couldn't get enough wood on it as Ralston gets it out. Duhame lays a hit on Koff. Koff, pass off the skate of Sicklin as he goes into the boys right now with Nolan Ott. Offenbach takes a shove, and so does Duhame. As they get the puck out the zone, Pedersen, pass over to Sicklin. USF wanted an offside call, and they're not going to get it.
As the ref calls something.
A cross-checking call. Believe it's... I'm trying to see which team's getting called for it. Looks like Jacob Duhame's getting called for a cross-check. 2 minutes for cross-check. And the Clemson Tigers get a much-needed power play as we are getting into the late minutes of this game. What a chance for the Tigers to capitalize right now and get this game tied up.
This is exactly what Clemson needed. Compared to how many power plays USF has had, Clemson, I believe this is only their second power play of the game.
Indeed so, as we got more score clock problems.
When do we not have score clock problems tonight?
As we'll take a second for them to figure it out.
I think we've had more score clock problems than actual scores in hockey games tonight.
Nick DeRiso getting manhandled on the boards there by McKeon. Fleer trying to get it out. Heinold, the captain, getting fended off by Fleer. Ralston back to Heinold. Over to Romeo. To Diaz, who's got 2 goals. Looking for a hat trick maybe. Cross ice, looking for Heinold. Great stick there by Zachary Fleer. Back down low for Will Ralston. Trying to give it over to Santiago Diaz, and he does. Diaz on his backhand, spinning away.
Diaz, the one with the 2 shorthanded goals as well.
Shot there by Romeo. Chest save by Ryan Patrick, loose. Nick DeRiso diving and trying to get it out. Held in by Romeo. Danger's not done yet. Nick DeRiso, can he do it again? And he does. Great effort there by the defenseman, Nick DeRiso, as he'll go for a change quickly. Aaron Quola trying to stick lift Santiago Diaz, and he can't, as he'll gain the zone. Diaz trying to go out, in and out of Nick DeRiso. Enzo Duresme came to DeRiso's aid to help him out. Heinold to Romeo, blocked in front by Aaron Quola.
As we now have 1 minute left in the Clemson power play.
Couple players on the boards right now, DeRiso, and it's picked up by Callahan. Callahan looking for some options, goes to Romeo at the point. Romeo back to Callahan. Callahan, shot blocked in front again by DeRiso. Aaron Quola off his backhand, glove down by Heinold, looking across, looking for Diaz. And it's cleared out, and Grant Dietz all alone on the breakaway, and he scores!
And Grant Dietz does it once again. Grant Dietz with his second goal of the game, and Grant Dietz with a short-handed goal. As we get the replay right here.
Grant Dietz, what can he not do? As the crowd is chanting MVP.
What an unbelievable play by Grant Dietz. This is why he won the MVP. And because of his incredible play, USF takes the lead 5-3. Despite Clemson still having time on their power play goal, or power play, Dietz does an amazing play, gets his second goal of the game. Unbelievable, this kid can do it all.
After getting 0 points last night in the game against the Vanderbilt Commoners. I don't think I've ever seen that, really. It's not often for Grant Dietz to go pointless, but he did. And he has responded back in a big way, as the Tigers are trying to respond back now in their own big way.
I think something about what you said, Grant Dietz not getting any points against Vanderbilt, maybe he was saving something for Clemson.
I don't know. Dylan Holper gets it in deep. Sicklin will have to retrieve as Tyler Stowe's getting on the forecheck right now. Sicklin clears it out, and it hits one of the banners and up out of play.
Goes on top of the roof nearly.
Yeah. And the referee telling Clemson that they cannot change.
But just, what can you say? Grant Dietz, the kid is special. The kid just knows the game of hockey. The kid just knows his stuff. And he knows how to pull a rabbit out of a hat.
No penalty as Luff is getting, and now we got it. Now they finally called it, and that was on Sully Koff as he was giving some shoves to the captain, Aaron Quola.
And the Clemson fans in front of us are very, very upset. They are ticked off, if I might say so myself.
And USF goes back to the power play, trying to secure their spot in the finals. As the crowd's giving a "you can't do that" chant right now as they're getting into this game in the late minutes.
A cross-checking penalty is called on Kopp, giving USF their, hopefully I'm right about this time, their 7th power play of the game.
Crimson Tide not being able to Clemson not being able to stay disciplined. My bad. I'm going to get roasted for that. Grant Dietz picks it up. Shot blocked in front by Romeo. Duhame gets it back to Grant Dietz. To Mario Cavallero. Thought about a shot and takes it again. Parker Dietz, chest save, and smokes it up for a whistle.
I know that Dietz is looking for that hat trick. Trying to get his 6th hat trick overall. We'll just have to wait and see.
5 minutes and 53 seconds left in this third period right now. USF up by 2, trying to get it up to 3. Duhame, Adam Offenbach, fan of the shot. Grant Dietz can't get it this time. Parker Dietz with the answer.
A lot of double D action right there with Grant Dietz and Parker Dietz. Did I say double D's? I meant to say double D.
Duhame wins the draw to Owen Welch. Welch to the MVP, Grant Dietz. Back to Owen Welch, who had the first power play goal. Welch shot, pad save by Parker Dietz. Cavallero picks it back up. Mario Cavallero, backhand over to Jake Duhame. Looking across for Grant Dietz for the hat trick. Didn't get there.
Dangerously close.
Owen Welch, backhand pass, finds Mario Cavallero, the freshman from Pennsylvania. Played his hockey at the Columbus Blue Jackets AAA team, if I'm correct. As he finds it again on the left side, cutting in. Looking for Grant Dietz, sticked away by Romeo, and cleared out is there. Less than a minute left on the USF power play as we approach less than 5 minutes left in this game. Grant Dietz, stop and go. Here he goes again. He can turn on those Jets. Here he goes again, walking in. Great defense by Romeo.
As he pushes Grant Dietz into the wall.
Sicklin the other way by himself. He's just waiting for the cavalry to arrive. Sicklin, shot, missed the net wide. Chance, Tyler Stowe, if you can put the Jets on. He's with Duhame. Stowe, pass a little bit too far for Jake Duhame, just out of his reach. As Duhame gets a hit from Romeo. Loose in front, Tyler Stowe, can he pick at it? Is it in?
Is it in?
No goal! No goal is the call! No goal is the call!
It looked like the puck was in, but we're gonna look at the replay right here. It seems initially that the puck was behind Dietz.
As the puck was centered in front by Duhame, and then Tyler Stowe was all by himself. Backhand try, and then a forehand try. But somehow, Parker Dietz keeps it out of the net and prevents USF from going up by a field goal.
As it looks like that Christian Romeo for Clemson is actually limping, and he looks like he's in a lot of pain as he's getting assisted off the ice by his teammates, hoping that he's all right.
Christian Romeo, the senior defenseman from Rockville, New York.
As there is still 17 seconds left on the South Florida power play. And it looks like that Romeo's actually going to go to the locker room. Looks like he's in a lot of pain right now, being helped into the bench. quite unfortunate, but hoping that he'll be all right.
17 seconds left on the USF power play. 4 minutes and 24 seconds left in this third period of play. Fleer on the draw. Finds Tyler Stowe, and Diaz intercepts it. Trying to go the other way. He's got to do something to help his team out. Trying to find Bryant. Bryant around the net, getting harassed by Fleer. Diaz picks it back up. Diaz over to Pedersen. Pedersen shot. Loose in front. Trying to get it is Bryant, and he cannot as he falls into the USF net for a whistle as Ryan Patrick loses his blocker and his stick on that play.
Diaz was that close to getting a hat trick off of shorthanded goals. Could you believe that?
And we are now at even strength.
Just think about the concept. You know hat tricks happen, but hat tricks off of shorthanded goals, that is an anomaly. And it looks like that there will be no substitution right now. With just over 4 minutes to go, USF holding a 2-goal lead. If they can hold strong, they will meet the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders in the championship game tomorrow afternoon.
Face off. Finds Jonathan Cooper on his backhand looking for Urag as Urag loses his stick. Dumped in by Diaz. Cooper quickly over to Doriso looking for Urag. Icing waved off as Pedersen will retrieve back. Pedersen takes a hit from Urag. Bryant off the boards, gets it back to himself to Diaz. Diaz on the left side, trying to send it in front to Sicklin. As right now, you got to wonder, when does Parker Dietz head to the bench, Cameron?
It could honestly be, you just called it right now.
And
Right as you call that,
Dietz
Parker.
to the bench, right as Mario Cavallaro has a puck. He's going to shoot it, and he missed the net.
Right as you call that, Parker Dietz was going to the bench. He began skating to the bench, but then Cavallero's coming in full speed. And had he hit that shot a little more inside, USF would have 6 goals right now. But they are
He
lucky.
should have picked his head up earlier. Shot there by Heinold, fought off by Ryan Patrick. As right now USF has possession, so they're not pulling Parker Dietz. Romeo picks it up, gives it away to Cavallaro as he spins away from getting into the blue line, trying to kill some time, wait for the Cavalry alive. Was looking for Aaron Cole, sticked away by Pedersen. Cavallaro gets it back.
But to answer your question before, about now is actually when they should pull Dietz. Obviously after USF ends up out of their zone, but we'll just have to see what happens.
I think you mean the Clemson.
Yes, the Clemson, my bad.
Pedersen give and go with Romeo. Romeo to Ralston, trying to find Gavia. Pedersen trying to get it in deep.
Yes, they're just swarming each other down there. It's like a mosh pit of hockey players.
Colby Carey, pass in the skates of Will Ralston as it gets in the offensive zone finally. Owen Welch trying to get it out. Hit Danny McKeev. McKeev gets it out. Carey now. Doesn't really dump it in. Goes to Enzo DeRespe. To Owen Welch, approaching the 2-minute mark left in this game. As icing is waved off and Tyler Stowe will beat Owen Connors to the puck. Stowe looking for someone to give it to. Looking for Aaron Colea. Colea turns, looking for Danny McKeev. Just missed it. Enzo DeRespe slap shot blocked there by Bryant. Tyler Stowe will get it. Can't get it in deep, but he runs over Bryant.
As a massive collision takes place in front of the UNF bench.
Danny McKeev trying to power move to the net. Saved by Parker Dietz as USF keeping possession, so Parker Dietz cannot be pulled. Slap shot there by Aaron Cola, saved by Parker Dietz. And we will have a whistle, less than 90 seconds left in this third period. And a timeout called by Clemson.
Clemson's got to come up with something right now because less than a minute and a half to go, down 2 goals. Eventually, in the predicament that they're in, they should pull Parker Dietz. It's just a matter of if they can stay in the USF zone for a longer period of time, giving Dietz the time to return to the bench and add on an extra attacker.
Gotta wonder how USF is gonna fight to close this out in the last 90 seconds.
And you gotta wonder how Clemson's gonna fight to hopefully bring themselves back in.
Indeed. It's gonna presumably be a 6-on-4 a 6-on-5 once Clemson gets possession. They're gonna pull Parker Dietz and send him to the bench right now. Trying to see which players are going to be on the ice right now. For USF, Noel Knott, Grant Dietz, Jacob Duhame, Adam Offenbach, and Nick DeRiso. And for the Tigers, they're going to go with their captain, Cade Heinold, Bryant, Sicklin, Romeo, and Santiago Diaz.
Just a great hockey game overall. A really good hockey weekend. Just a great hockey game. You couldn't have asked for a better way to solidify a championship team or to punch a team into the championship than with this game right here, despite the outcome.
Bryant trying to go the other way. Potential 2-on-1 with Diaz. Shot. Stick saved there by Ryan Patrick Koch. Goalie at the net. Will it go in? Plays the puck from mid-ice. Looked like he was trying to be like Patrick Raw for a second.
That's the same exact position that Dietz was in when there was about 3 minutes left to go when he was leaving the net. That's right when Mario Cavallero was going at him the first time.
Less than a minute of play left as they still can't pull the goalie. Duhame trying to kill some time as the crowd is chanting USF right now. Adam Offenbach picks it up as they're just killing time. Grant Dietz sends it in low. Jacob Duhame to pick it up. Centering in front looking for Grant Dietz. Romeo picks it up. Approaching 30 seconds left. They got to hurry. Diaz over to Heinen. Finally, Parker Dietz to the bench. No, he doesn't.
And Grant Dietz has the puck in his sight as he gets hit really hard and falls to the ground.
Gets double teamed there. And we got a whistle.
And the fans are not loving it. As Dietz took a little bit of a cheap shot, and the fans not loving it. And I don't blame them.
And the referees are getting together to make a discussion of how they're going to call this. You got 26, Sicklin going to the box right now.
Yeah, with basically 17 seconds left in the game to commit a penalty that boneheaded, it's just what.
And Romeo just got the boot for the game.
Wow. That's the second ejection of the game for Clemson. The Tigers in the last 5 minutes or so have just been falling apart on all cylinders.
Govia throws a punch at Duhame from the bench.
These fans are just unmerciful, nuts, crazy, cuckoo, just loco. And the penalty is going to be roughing, which, you know, is a 2-minute power play, but since there's 16.8 seconds left.
And number 11, Sully Kopf, looks like he's getting the nod for the night as he heads off the bench.
The entire Clemson bench is just angry right now. Just anger. As the refs are updating the penalties with the unsportsmanlike and the roughing. Just an unfortunate way to end the game for Clemson. Just they put in the work so hard this year, despite pretty much all their games being played in 2025. Yeah, just an unfortunate way to end the game for Clemson. Like, putting in all that work this year, especially with the scheduling conflicts, having all those injuries, and just a lot of things going against the Tigers, it would seem. It's really an unfortunate way for them to, you know, essentially leave. I know that there's still a little bit of time left, but.
As Rosello gets jumped right off the draw. As he gets jumped right off the draw from Alex Wallace.
Now they're just throwing cheap shots. Alex Wallace, despite playing a great game yesterday, really hasn't done too much today, and I think right there his day is done. And is that a third ejection?
Yes, sir, I believe
that is a third ejection. As you can hear the USF fans chanting. It is mayhem right here.
Romeo with an abuse of official penalty.
some of these penalties are rather comical, in my opinion. I mean, honestly, think about it. The game is almost out of, like, pretty much out of reach with how much time is left, and it's going to be a 5-on-3 power play for USF. Just, if you were a player for Clemson, just don't make any dumb decisions. Just let the game play out, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. As time winds down,
And that will do it for this one.
and the USF Bulls have punched their way to the championship and will play the Middle Tennessee Blue Raiders tomorrow at around 2 p.m. 1:30 actually. So tomorrow afternoon, the Bulls are going to the Ship. An unbelievable game, an unbelievable performance.
And we don't even get to see a handshake. That just speaks to how gritty this game was. No handshake, as the referees are like, get out of here.
Yeah, the referees are they're not letting them shake, which is, you know, you really hate to see it because, you know, a lot of these sporting events are about sportsmanship and, you know, just letting everybody know that this is more than just a game. But despite all that, this was a great game. This was simply just amazing.
A couple players on Clemson shaking the hands on the USF guys.
That's good to see. Good to see that, you know, not everyone's better. At the end of the game, it's just like I said, it's just a game.
Yeah.
But the end of this game is here. An unbelievable day for hockey. Just a great performance by Clemson, but an amazing performance by South Florida. I want to thank everybody for joining us. For Rajesh Lansing, I'm Cameron Cirilla. We'll see you guys tomorrow afternoon in the championship game.